Hi, welcome to Dwayne's Guitar Lessons. I'm instructor Dwayne Jenkins. Thank you so much for being here today. Today I'd like to make a video lesson for you about something that I got asked a lot about some of my students that I come across with, either online or off. And one thing that's real common around playing guitar is people get kind of in a rut and they get kind of out of focus and they need some structure, okay? This is a very common problem amongst guitar players, so if this is something that's happening to you, you feel you need some structure, you need some focus, you don't feel like you're progressing forward, well, stick around and I'll give you some tips on what you need to do.
Audio Jungle.
Now, one of the things that causes a lot of people to not progress at playing an instrument, or really progress at anything, to be honest with you, is the fact that they don't have a goal set, okay? You don't want to just buy a guitar and, pick it up. A lot of times buy a guitar, pick it up, play it for a little while, set it back down, pick it up, and you don't feel like you're getting anywhere. And the reason why is because you don't have a goal, okay? You don't have a reason why you're doing it in the first place, okay? In order to learn an instrument, you have to have a reason why. Why are you doing it? What inspired you to want to go to the store or go online and buy the guitar in the first place? Okay, you get it home, you get excited about it, you start to learn it, maybe you go onto YouTube, watch a few videos, they show you a few chords here and there, and then you kind of lose interest. This happens a lot with people, okay? Or you're doing really well and then you just get caught in a rut, put the guitar down, other stuff comes in life, other things, and you don't get back with it, or you start doing really well with it for a few hours a day and then you set it down, and then all of a sudden a few days go by and you pick it up, you can't remember what you learned, These are real common things that happen to people when they're learning an instrument, especially the guitar. And so the reason why is because you don't have a goal, you don't have any structure, you don't have focus, and the reason why you don't have those things is because you don't have a big enough reason why you're doing it, okay? So if you're having these kind of problems, my first thing is figure out why it is that you want to play the guitar in the first place, okay? Like I remember for me personally, when I first started playing the guitar a long, long time ago, I knew that what caught my attention to the guitar was playing the guitar solos, okay? Now for everybody it's different. Some people might be strumming rhythm, some people might be playing the chords, some people might be playing the solos, some people might be learning how it all works, like with theory and stuff. It's all, everybody's different. It doesn't really matter. For me, it was the solos. I liked playing guitar solos, okay? So I said to myself, what do I got to do to learn the guitar solos? And I had a friend of mine who was a lead guitar player. He told me you need to learn scales, and you need to learn your finger exercises, get your fingers up to par, learn your hammer-on, your slides, your bends, all that stuff. So I focused on that, okay? And I worked very hard. I had a cheap guitar, had a high action on it, a crappy amp, but my desire was there to make it happen. Okay, so I practiced and I practiced and I practiced, and he taught me a few things, a few scales here and there, and I went home and I just practiced that stuff, and I practiced it and I practiced it and I practiced it, and I eventually got it, and then until I started playing some good stuff on the guitar. And I also learned some rhythm as well, because you have to have a good sense of rhythm to be able to play lead guitar too. To be able to play the guitar solos, you have a good sense of rhythm too. So you got to remember to kind of work on both a little bit there, okay? I'm just telling you a little bit about my story. So I worked on that, and once I felt, I worked enough, spent enough hours with it, I got confident in my playing, then I went out and got a better guitar, okay? So the thing of it is it's not always the equipment, it's your desire to want to learn. That's the main thing that's going to get you there, okay? But I created a structure. I had some focus on what it is I wanted to learn, okay? And then he moved away, he couldn't teach me anything more, and I learned a few things from other guitar teachers, or not guitar teachers necessarily, some guitar players that I knew, some friends of mine, but, and I didn't really have the money at that time to take like lessons and stuff, traditional lessons. So what I did is I got some books. I got some method books, okay? Now method books are a great way of developing structure in your playing, because they have a lesson, step-by-step lesson method of what you need to learn in a step-by-step format, okay? Now I learned, you can get a lot of those from like Hal Leonard. That's a great way to get structure in your playing. I've also written some of these books on you can check these out on my website. I have them on Amazon as well, Kindle. And that's what helped me out a lot, was these method books. I got all kinds of books on lead guitar playing, rhythm guitar playing, getting started, all kinds of stuff. And I learned all that, and that's what really helped me out. But I had focus. I had a reason why I wanted to learn. okay? And so because of that strong desire to learn, I was able to create structure. Now, if you're not creating any kind of structure, I would recommend get those books, or another way of doing it is learning songs. Now, I can't tell you how many people I've come across who tell me they don't want to learn songs. I don't know why. That's ridiculous, okay? Songs teach you so many things at one time, it's unbelievable. They teach you nothing, like, for instance, a lot of people know how to play chords, but they don't know what to do with them. Songs teach you what to do with chords, teach you how to put the chords together to create chord progressions, okay? They teach you how chords are structured, how songs, they teach you how songs are structured, okay? Your verse, your rhythm, your verse, your chorus, your bridge, maybe your middle section, guitar solo, whatnot. You have intros, you have outros, you have interludes. It shows you all these components of how songs are constructed. So that way, if you want to construct your own song, you have an idea of how to do it. Okay, when you get to the point where you can actually play with the song, okay, that develops a lot of other skills as well. Okay, so if you're playing songs, or if you know some songs, I would highly recommend try playing them with the recording, because it's going to really help you out a lot. It's going to help improve your timing. It's going to help improve your ear training for listening to where the drums are, what the bass is doing, if there's another guitar player in there, what that guitar player is doing, and how you fit in with the mix. Okay, now I remember this guy telling me, he's like, well, I don't want to play in the band, so I'm not interested in playing songs. It doesn't matter if you want to play in a band or not. Playing songs helps you improve your timing, okay? I can't tell you how many musicians I've tried to play with over the years where they understand the song, they know the chords, they know the beat, whatever it is they're doing, but their timing isn't very good because they don't spend time practicing with the song, okay? Practicing with songs, the recording of the songs is going to really help improve your timing, and it's going to help you to learn to get structure. Okay, like this gentleman I was talking to, we had talked about Stairway to Heaven, okay? Millions of guitar players know the intro to Stairway to Heaven, okay? But how many of them can play the song all the way through? I think that song's like 7-8 minutes long or something. How many people can really have that kind of concentration to go through all the passages in the song, get through it, the solo, all the way to the end, and even do it with the recording? There's a lot of people who can, but when you think about that, it's going to drop that down to very minimum people. And I was telling him, if you know that, a good way of learning structure is work on getting through the rest of the song. If you know a little bit of the song, see if you can get through the whole thing, okay? That's going to send you a sense of accomplishment as well. That's another thing that's great about songs, is that if you can get from point A to point B, you get that sense of accomplishment. It's kind of like, say, a race car driver, like a drag racer who's, top field racer who's going 300 miles an hour. Their goal is to get from point A to point B, and not blow up or die or kill themselves or whatever it is. You get that sense of accomplishment. And that's what really makes you a better guitar player and makes you motivated to want to keep pushing forward, is when you start making those small little senses of accomplishment. Okay? And songs do that. And if you don't want to learn songs, if you just say, I don't want to play songs, other people's songs, I don't want to do that, that's fine. I would recommend you do it, but if you don't want to do it, that's fine. Get you some form of method. Okay, get a method book or a method training course, some kind of video course. I have method books on my website that I've developed on, getting started playing guitar, doing your rhythms, your lead guitar playing, things like that. You can find those on my website or on Amazon. I'll leave some links below for that, okay? You can check that out. But get some kind, and they don't teach you songs, they just teach you a method of what you need to learn, okay? In a step-by-step, easy to understand format. But you got to get some form of method down to get that structure. And before you get the structure, you got to have a goal of why it is that you're doing what it is you're doing, okay? So if you do that, I guarantee it's going to improve your guitar playing. All right, so there you have it. Quick video lesson on structure and getting focus in your playing, okay? So remember, if you're in a rut, you figure you're not really progressing like you should be, you got to go back to square one. It's like athletes, Athletes, they always fall off their game from time to time, in the years of their career, and it's always the same. Go back to the basics. Go back to the reason why you started doing it in the first place. So why did you want to learn guitar in the first place? And that'll really help you to get focus and get some structure. And then, like, if you need that structure, like I was saying, the two best ways of doing it, you either get some kind of method books, method training, whether it be like a method book, you know, or a video course. It doesn't really matter, you know, whatever works for you. For me, it was books when I was back in the day before YouTube was around and everything. But it doesn't matter if it's books or videos or songs, okay? Songs teach you a lot of stuff, and I would highly recommend do not overlook playing songs. Don't let people tell you, oh, you're not going to learn anything from playing songs. That's ridiculous. I've learned a lot of stuff from playing songs. I know hundreds, probably thousands of songs that I've learned over the years, and it's taught me many, many things that I would have never learned from just like studying theory, okay? So theory is something completely different. That's going to teach you a whole new set of skill sets there. But just find some kind of method. That's where you're going to get your structure of place. You know, it's like me. I learned to play guitar. I play guitar every day because I like playing songs. I like learning about the instrument, what makes it tick. That's what keeps me going. That's my goal set, okay? The reason why I teach every day is because I really enjoy helping people with their learning. Okay, that's what keeps me going. That's my goal. That's my focus. That's the structure that I have worked with. And you could do the same thing too. You just got to figure out why it is you're doing what you're doing and then go from there. All right? So keep practicing every day. Make sure you're working at getting better all the time. If you need some help, be sure to let me know. You can go to my website at DwaynesGuitarLessons.com. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check the bell. Hit the bell for future notifications. And if you need some private lessons, I'm out here in Denver, Colorado, so if you need some private lessons, get a hold of me and we'll get you going on having fun playing this instrument. Until then, take care.